Today I will be doing drone sketching. So it's a basically futuristic drone. So let's start the sketching, and in between we will discuss all the points of design aspects, how you could visualize, how you could see drone in the perspective of designing something new, in the perspective of how do you create something which based on a specific timeline. It's a modern, or it's a past, or it's a futuristic kind of object. So as I started the sketching, you could see easily that I started with the light drawing, understanding the proportion, how lightly I could divide the overall proportion in such a way that it's gonna be easy for me to draw on that. So like always try to divide your any object which you are seeing in front of you in some basic geometric form. Maybe it's come under the circle, maybe a square, rectangle, cuboid. There are multiple points, but yeah, how likely you could understand that a specific geometric figure and then try to replicate it on the paper, and on that basic figure you just need to give the detailing of the specific proportion, and you definitely get a right concept which you are trying to imagine in your mind. So as you could see, the drawing is almost coming little bit lighter. You could imagine something new based on your preferences, that what are the technology you are trying to introduce in your design, how you have well researched on something new you could introduce, which may be lie in the future, which is not currently available in the present market. And yeah, the way they have integrated the overall form, having understanding of antenna, having the understanding of inner mechanism, which you could easily be visualize when I will be working on 3D. But in side view, you could imagine the form, how form interchanging their form are getting interchanged based on their specific uses, or based on their specific area where it has been created. How a smaller cut will define your shape, look much more interesting, and having a very good interaction with the user, and having a very ergonomic design. I would say very much organic design. The way it has been created, it's look like some kind of fish, form of a fish, or some kind of that kind of things is maybe taken as a part of inspiration and try to replicate that on a form of a futuristic drone. You could easily imagine. Now as you could see, little bit not, I would say overall details is almost visible, that how it's basically look like. And the function is also depending on that how you are trying to put the function, so that based on that overall design is correlating with each other, and the form are not only just a I will say visual aesthetic word. It has having a function based on that overall form has been designed in so much ergonomically way. So as the side view is done from my side, let's go with the our isometric view, or perspective view. The way you could feel the design and the complexity of design, as well as like in side view we understand the details of basic forms, how are they interchanging and having a specific use based on their specific uh, kind of shapes. Say I again started with the light and understanding the proportion like I start with the main figure, like making one of the point as a bullet, that this is something from where I could replicate overall design, and understanding the proportion, that how much space I have need. Because if you are making on a small A4 size paper, you have to be taken care of the space, that how much space having to you, so that you could draw something a very proportional way, and also a very composition way on a paper. So for that you need to understand that the specific size which you are taking, is it going to be fit for overall design. So you have to be imagine that how much overall design is going to be take a space, because a small part, one a specific part can be adjust at any place. But when you go with other parts, it will get, you got to know कि no size is very much bigger, the way the proportion is not gonna lie in this paper. So it's very much hard to understand or visualize something new. So you have to be take care of the spaces, understanding the how much proportion wise how much a small circle or a small object will take in overall size in a paper, and how we could fit on the paper and we could visualize at same time. So as you could see that a basic form you have already can understand that how it's basically look like. And then we are moving to some of the detailing part where we could understand the more in detail, where for example that you could easily imagine ki yeah, there are some multiple complicated shapes used in the back of the design, because there are engine parts, how the pipes are going, how the small element of the metal are going inside and outside, and how the jet engine has been put in. There are multiple complicated space which has been introduced from when you could see in the back. But yeah, as you could see, overall form is very much composition way, very much organic way has been designed, which could give you a feel of futurism, which is definitely not been available current zones current scenario. But yeah, in future you could see such kind of drone which has been used. And yeah, that all you could understand from that. I will just putting some depth by using alcohol marker. I'm just giving little bit details and understanding the body and surface area by putting a color on a specific space, how the darkness play a important role when you could play with light and shadow. It's very important to give and understand the depth much more clear way. And I'm not going for a very detailed coloring. It's just a basic coloring where we will just mainly be focusing on a sketching, how the sketching has been done. It's not a very rocket science in terms of sketching, but yeah, anybody can draw if you have a basic understanding of I would say geometric figures and all. So that's all from my side for today videos, and stay tuned for upcoming videos, and thank you for watching.